Alright, welcome back to the Team Ryano podcast. We had a little break there because of that made up Chinese flu disease that everyone was giving out about.
We're not social distancing.
Where this is really a metre apart. But with his skinny legs, I have this to keep the virus away. Japanese samurai sword killed all Chinese viruses, isn't it?
I heard that, yeah.
Alright, all jokes aside. Browner's off doing some scam. He's missing our baby checkup or something like that. Red's crying because he's back in the building site and he should be here but he's running late. But we have our pal there. He's the new Redzer. He talks as much sense as Red.
Yeah.
But we have Darby back. Darby didn't want to do the podcast, but he's back.
I never want to do this. I just fill in the
and you have me out start there to take. So just as we start, look, the reason we're in the gym is we got the gym sterilised. So all cleanliness there is limited. It's certificate application. So Team Ryano gym had the full following rooms, blah blah blah, clean and sanitised. So they come up, they started at the bottom of the gym, they did all leases downstairs, they worked their way up the stairs, the banisters, everything. They cleaned and disinfected the mats, ceilings, you name it, should be coursing there, bleep that out. So we're good to go, the gym is clean. So hopefully we can get back training soon. I missed the news, but it said something on the news about
elite athletes
next week, elite athletes from Monday 15. So that means hopefully our pro team get back and our jiu-jitsu team that compete, serious level. Our kids will probably have to wait.
I'd say it's when school's back, the kids will be back.
Yeah, and tell me, is that August 10th thing gone now altogether? Is that moved now to July?
They've now only 4 phases, I think.
So hopefully in the 4th phase we'll be fully back up and running. And I'll be back out doing my seminars then. Once we get the go ahead, I've got a good few places to visit that I haven't missed this year, so we get them. And a bit of luck we might even get Rodrigo back over before the end of the year.
See what happens.
He was meant to come over. But that's it really, isn't it? And else there.
That's it, we're back. I could be back up and running soon, like, yeah.
Yeah. Daddy had the same with the sign.
I'm only here to fill in the body. Red's normally talks like.
So I did see a good thing. I did see that Pro Bellum are putting a show on in August. Is that what he said?
Pro Bellum are back in August, yeah.
But I heard there's going to be a show in the Olympia in Liverpool, in-house show, streamed live. So Darby, you shouting out to get on that?
No, I'm actually going away.
So where are you going?
Iron Apple.
20th
of July, but we will be back. Cage Warriors is back. Cage Warriors is back soon. We'll be on that hopefully.
Yeah, Cage Warriors Pro Bellum will be back. It will be back. Hopefully Bellator will be back in October. So we'll have all the lads training hard for them. So Chris Zorber, when you're matchmaking, don't forget the Team Ryano lads. We will be back on there. We were only talking about getting Battlezone back. A lot of people are asking for Battlezone. The cage is in the van. I think we need to come back. I think we need to do a high level amateur card, international card. I think we're going to push for the Irish MMA versus Ulster MMA, and then hopefully maybe do that, and then maybe we're going to talk to Danny Carr about that. Actually, going to ring him now for a great idea. Maybe the winners of that then, a combined team then, and we invite over a Scottish team.
Are you thinking Donovan?
Donovan, the sports hall somewhere. We got a hotel, be great, but
just a basic, no lights.
Just lights, just a cage and the sports event, sports. Because I see at the moment, IMAF are pushing to get MMA recognised as a sport.
Saying that, yeah.
And they have the right people behind them. They got Denzel and Kerr, and they come from a judo background, both Olympians, one's Olympic medalist, top quality. They ran British Judo, they were involved in the European Judo Union. They also, Denzel involved in the London Olympics, he was one day.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, he was the chairman there. So them guys know how to run serious sport. So to get the sport recognised, I think we've the right fellas leading the way. It is a sport, isn't it?
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, it is a sport.
It's a high level sport.
It's a high level sport.
Hard to do, like, yeah.
Yeah, and it's getting harder every year, and it's getting more disciplined, and rules and regulations are really good.
The standards from 10 years ago has just gone way up.
Yeah. So you were saying the last 10 years ago were shy?
Yeah. I was telling you, I was watching one of the 40 UFC Toughs or whatever they were called, and it's just guys brawling, like, just.
I know, but there was some good tough guys on it.
There was some tough guys, but it's more like now we put some of them guys on it to be killed. They had the clue.
I know, but isn't that the whole what's the great fight with what's his name again, TJ? The great fight, they knocked the shite out of each other.
Bonner
and
that fight made UFC.
That was a game changer.
Yeah. So them two boys were on the show.
Forrest and Bonner, wasn't it?
Forrest and Bonner, yeah.
I see,
Forrest put a lot with the UFC.
I was watching Chuck Liddell's the coach. I can't remember who it was cutting, but he cut something like 22 or 23 pounds in 20 hours.
Yeah.
But they hadn't a clue. They were putting him in the sauna for an hour straight, they had him locked in the stand and they wouldn't let him out.
Yeah, I think that was the whole
Like,
wrestling mentality, and I suppose, you know, he should have been maybe 10 pounds over going into that TV
Absolutely,
show instead of 20. That's another serious thing. We must get someone on here and have a chat about proper weight cut. And I come from a judo background where it was don't eat for the bleeding weight, put us on to see what you lose teeth and be, you know, it's wrong. Now we see the way to do it now. You know,
well, the IMAFs, there's the IMAFs, you can't do that anymore with the IMAFs for the amateurs.
Yeah.
They don't allow it like that.
Yeah. I think as well, I remember years ago they were doing this thing, we told that as well. I remember they were doing this thing where, say you were on the British judo squad or on a judo squad around the world, right? And you were an elite athlete. To stay on the squad, you had to, if you were a junior, you had to stay within 2 kilos of your weight.
Yeah.
So every time you went to a squad session, you had to, if I'm fighting at 60, I got to be between 58 and 62.
60, yeah.
I couldn't go below or over.
Yeah.
Because then, you know what I mean?
It is very strict to have an amateur doing that, like, but if you're
Well, I
at
think
that
it's
level,
safe.
you're
It's
high
safe.
level, like,
That's for kids now.
Yeah.
Adults, I think maybe keeping a 7 kilo radius
Yeah.
max or something like that. You know.
Yeah.
What you know?
You're
Back
just
on.
moving to the next weight class.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah.
Weight
What are you now?
You don't want to know.
Well, you're meant to be a 70 kilo fighter.
I'm about 79, 80 now.
You lying bastard.
Oh, I am, yeah.
We get him on the scales.
Yeah,
What
on
do
the
you?
scales.
Well, actually, what do you think?
That's
I'd say.
kilos, like.
I'd say 82.
Maybe about 80.
Yeah. 79, 82.
Whenever someone tells you that weight, you always put on 3 kilos extra.
Yeah. So look, we'll see what happens there. But I think if Pro Bellum does come back in August and it's behind closed doors and it's in Liverpool,
That'd be great. The last show was great, yeah.
something we can go for. Maybe get the lads back on that. You know. I'd say the only problem is every fighter in the world is going to want to.
Everyone's on all the shows now, yeah.
Cage Warrior said they're going to come back, didn't they? And they put a post up.
I think
September
Graham
or
Boyle put
October,
something up about coming back soon. Yeah, maybe after August or sometime.
Well, they done the show, didn't they? The 2 shows or 1 show, wasn't
And
it?
nothing seemed to come out. Like they didn't seem to have any cases or anything come out. Like so, yeah.
So maybe Graham Boyle is the right man to get that show back up and running. Be great to see Mr. Shane back on that.
Absolutely, yeah. He had a great finish the last time,
Yeah. See what happens. But that wasn't the show that was behind ours, is it? No.
No, the one before that.
The one before it was looking, And then hopefully get the gym up and running. We're being very serious.
Yeah, it is very
Wes is a bleeding dope, isn't he? Letting on he's working on the building site so we can't get here. It's terrible to see as well. PT and that thing is gone now, isn't it?
I seen something. I seen he had a post
Eurobash,
on Twitter,
Eurobash. But he has more things happening.
I'm sure he'll find something. Yeah, he's one of the best around. Like.
Well, a job, PT.
Yeah.
Let's squeeze you in here. That's our PT there. Maybe call it PT.
We make room from somewhere here.
Yeah, let's see if he has. We were being very quiet today.
I'm not here to fit in. Reza normally talks to Sack.
We know we need a driver here.
He talked too much Sack.
I went to take up a bit of cycling now since this whole
Saying that, yeah, 70
and a lot of people have been doing little bits of, I suppose, running is the big thing, isn't it?
Well, it's more cycling. I think the Dublin rent a bike scheme seems to be out. I think it's like €1 for an hour or something. Everyone's on the bike.
How does that work?
So you set up an app on your phone,
Right.
and you connect your card to it, and then you unlock it with your phone. You unlock the bike through your
But
phone.
say can you do it on a Revolut card or does it have to be a proper bank
I
card?
would imagine it has to be a Visa debit card, like, but I'm sure you could probably do it on a Revolut.
So can you just set your card up, rob that bike and then get a new card?
No, because there's a tracker on the bike. You wouldn't rob the bike anyways, it's not worth
Yeah,
robbing.
but say you just didn't bring it back, would you get charged or?
I'm sure there's a tracker and they come get it off you probably.
But you
But
don't.
when you're signed into the app,
Yeah.
it's every hour ticks over and takes the money.
Say I get that bike, I go out the house and say, fuck that, I'm not cycling back.
So you sign off then and you just leave the bike there.
Oh, you just leave it there?
Just sign off and leave
Oh,
it
you don't have to
there.
go to a certain place.
No, you just sign off and leave it there.
Oh, that's
It's
crazy.
the big thing in Europe is the scooters, the electric scooters. They have them in Europe.
Oh, right.
So you sign in, you can scoot into town on it, and then you just sign off and someone else can take it from there.
Oh, right.
They're really good.
Car, you know, in North America.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's just random cards everywhere. You basically just pay with your card, and it's just like, they just give you a code, and then it's just immobilizes then after a certain amount of hours. If you've only logged it for a certain amount of hours, it just won't start up again after somebody else. Yeah, unless you ring in, they can demobilise it and you can add to it.
Oh, it's alright.
It's interesting, yeah, it's very interesting.
Yeah, I took up the cycling and then I started watching a cycle documentary thinking I'm a cycler. What's it, a rider? That's a rider.
It's called a rider or a cycler.
Had a great morning ride this morning. Comes up on me out with a Strava. Morning ride, afternoon ride. I didn't put cycle in, morning cycle. Then comes up. Now, I'm about to get a little book for it. We're doing 75, 80 there a lot of the weekends. I went down to 20 last night. But even starting, I remember the first time going out when the lads said we do 40k. I'm not going 40k. But if you're on a good bike, it's not that far.
You do 70k in 3 hours.
Yeah, we were doing about 3.5 hours. We were stopping off.
Yeah.
Having a cup of tea and all that and a little sandwich.
Anywhere
Day
out
out.
to get sandwiches, no?
No, we have a cup of coffee, just insomnias and them places, bringing a couple of bananas and stuff for us. And of course, every time we went out, we had no bleeding bank card or no money.
Ah, one of them.
3 days went out.
And
I
it's
get
open 7 days on
I
site.
get the copies, lads. Jeez, what the forget me bank card. Then the last day we went out, he told me, Mummy, you can give me any money. I said, you want that? And you get an ice cream. You got my 99 out in the Holt. You want the sprinkles on it and red sauce and all
You get a
that.
flake?
Flake, sprinkles
I
and red sauce, everything on it. Because he wasn't paying. He played million the ice cream he was.
What's the other one you get? You used to get ice cream and the boat. Remember the boat?
Yeah,
3
yeah,
ice creams in
yeah.
it. They were for the.
I remember a neighbour of mine used to go over, his man used to give him a few quid, like, and a bowl, and fill it up. So give us €3 or £3, you know. Because the ice cream was probably £50 then.
Yeah.
Give us £3 worth of ice cream, and before the dinner, after this, the dinner on a Sunday, and he come over with the bowl, we'd be all trying to get our bleeding fingers in it before he went in. We'd be bleeding killed. No, but I'm running, I have a nice little bike there, but I was asking a few people on WhatsApp and Instagram and stuff, what do I need to do? So I changed to the cleats. I got the click-in shoes.
Yeah.
Makes a massive difference. You're probably getting an extra 20%, it's only
And how does that work? You just click them out?
yeah, so it's a bit of crack. So you put the shoes in, the little tiny thing you click in, and you click out or click in.
So you're coming down the coach road, say
Click me foot.
someone gets in your way, you've got to stop, you just click out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
click out. A few people have fallen. Touch wood, I haven't fell yet.
Yeah,
but
that's
I will fall.
over, yeah.
I will fall. I
Yeah.
nearly fell once on it. But I fell already without the fucking cleats, with the normal shoes on.
That shouldn't be happening.
I went head over bleeding heels. Fine.
Do you wear a helmet now?
I wear a helmet
Yeah.
now. I didn't wear a helmet
Yeah.
then when I had the crash. But I'm looking like Lance Ryan coming down the road now. Look at them legs down the side. Now look at half the
Don't
time.
make me stand up and foot you to shame.
They glare off them
Stop.
legs.
Look.
They glare off them
Oh,
legs.
in there, TJ. Here's the real
Don't
thing.
get the legs.
Oh, you have buttons on, I can't show
My
off.
calf is probably bigger than your whole fucking body.
But don't give it to someone I got you now.
Did you ever submit a black belt?
I have.
Here, tell them how it is.
Multiple times.
Tell them what your areas submitted me.
Well, you might have pulled your hamstring and fell over, but that's I'm
So
telling you.
we were on the mat up there, and I was messing and I was break dancing and shit like that. Because these fellas haven't got a rhythm in their head.
That is
I've
true.
done a bit of break dancing and the worm and all that. As my kids call it, the slug or the bleeding seal. I was doing that and I went to pass his guard.
TJ, you'll be the judge. He
Well,
tapped
tap me
hands, go,
hamstring.
pulled his hamstring over, reached, fell to the ground. I came up, took sweep. Just, I don't know, I class it as a win.
Yeah. We would too, now, to
You
be
couldn't
honest.
walk for weeks after that, remember? The big
I know.
back of your legs
My
swelled
back
back.
was black,
Yeah.
back of my leg was black, yeah. I was in a bleed. What's the about bikes there, was it?
Bikes, yeah, cycling.
Bikes. But a bit of luck, Monday we're going to be back training. So that's a fucking bonus.
Yeah.
We get the lads back. And 5-star Ireland will be out here. We need new bags. We were meant to get them before this break. So we'll be out to them for that. Nothing else. We're getting a bit of work done upstairs at the moment. We're getting cage walls down both sides of the gym. So that should be ready to go. Carter's coming up today.
Little other gym area upstairs now with all the bikes and the weights
Oh
and
yeah,
stuff.
we've a little
Got
cardio
a new
area
room in
upstairs.
here as well.
And this new little room, so this room is going to be used for the 5K to do with extra training, wall work, bit of rolling, and it's for a little podcast here. Every week or two we're going to do it here. We have a new man on board, TJ. Yeah, so a bit of luck. Anyone watch the UFC, the last one that was on?
I did, and I didn't watch the last one before, there was a few good fights on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Woody
Woodley
was the
was
last.
terrible, very bad.
Was he?
I think
He's either hot or cold, isn't he?
No, I tell you what it is, I think he's, I don't know, he just doesn't want to be
It's
there
all about
anymore.
love. It's all about
Yeah, he
love,
doesn't want to
isn't
be there anymore. He's hanging around the back of the cage, letting someone shoot on him. He toys
Is
him up,
he?
he wrestles, he's happy to be on the back of the cage. He just doesn't have the love for it anymore, I don't think.
What did you think about when they're doing the pound per pound, like not the pound per pound, like the best grades of all time, the rankings?
I don't think they're not very accurate, are they?
I think the GSP has to be number one.
Still
Yeah,
nice.
yeah.
Still, well, all of them have fought on the fella. Like, I know Conor, like, he's an Irishman. He's a great champion. He's a great fighter, but he needs to defend the belt a few
Yeah, when you look
times.
at it, has he defended the belt? Like,
No,
yeah.
so he needs to do that a
Yeah.
few times. And what they have done, GSP and Silva, and they've all done that, haven't they? A good few times, you know.
Yeah, Jones needs to go up now. If Jones
Jones
wins
got a
heavyweight,
day, I think,
if
did he?
Jones wins a field
Yeah.
heavyweight and gets a title up
But
there.
he's right in what he's saying.
What?
Why should he go up and fight a heavyweight if he's still getting the same money?
Yeah.
What's the risk like? There's too much risk. for
Especially
no
if
reward.
someone's
Yeah.
Ryano or something.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
that.
Another thing actually about the UFC, did you see how much they made off the last one?
No.
Something like, I think it was 50 million, and the fighters payout and staff I think was 4.4 million or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's mad.
That's
It is
46
crazy.
million profit, like,
I know.
after paying out all expenses.
That's because it's a private company. It's
Yeah.
not like an association type thing, or that's where the boxing take most of the gate, don't they? The
Yeah.
fighters. But it works different, and the boxes pay promoters and all. We must get one of the boxes on here to have it fill us in and how it works.
Get the information on it.
Yeah. Talk to someone now, maybe MTK, the big one in Ireland here, how it works and how does it work from you getting your fight. I think you have to sell so many tickets.
I think, yeah.
And then your promoters. Well, we must get on to that. That'd be a good one to have a chat about and have a look into and see what happens. Jiu-Jitsu wise, can't wait to get back.
I can't, yeah. Well, I've been at the gym, I'll be back at roll and iron and stuff like, but
How do you do well the length is?
stop, yeah.
What's that like gym, is it?
It's the same, I mean, right?
How big is it? How many mats long is it?
5 by 5, so 5 minutes by 5
That's
minutes.
all right.
Good
That's all right.
space, like, yeah.
So him lying down isn't it?
Yeah, that's it, arm lying down, yeah. And I am missing it, yeah, I am missing the competitiveness of it, like, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be good to get back. I wonder how things will fall out here now, competitions wise. Is it going to be a hassle?
I think next year, by the time competitions are back.
I see Katie Legacy was saying they're going to put an event on in October.
Yeah, but it's kind of get the venue then, but to be able to secure a venue.
I don't know.
And amateur shows,
And
that's it.
shows, that's
Amateur
the thing.
shows make that money off selling tickets,
Yeah.
you know, so they're going to sell any tickets.
You know, excuse me, yawn at yours. I've been running around all day. And Derby is not.
Oh, you see that? Boom! You want to get
Not very
I
yet.
nearly got that.
I'm meant to be touching there, lads.
That's what you mean.
Fuck's sake. No, so ring Redder there, see where he is.
I'm ringing, you won't answer.
Ring over the crack. Ring someone we torment him.
Tell you ring Griff, you never get an answer off.
Ring Griff. He's meant to come here.
Huh?
The Sunglasses King. We told him to come here.
Sorry, you meant to give him a shout out, so the sunglass source.
I'm not giving him a shout out.
I'll give him a shout out.
White that. He hasn't done that yet.
The Sunglass King, he's after setting up an empire.
Yeah, now one of the lads in the gym, young Griff, he doesn't talk to us anymore because he's making money. He's on Instagram now, but he's selling sunglasses, designer sunglasses.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Check him out.
You're on the podcast, Griff.
Griff, where are you? I thought you were coming up to go on the podcast for us to talk about your sunglasses. Why? He's mad, won't let him. Ask your man, can you come out and play? Come on. Yeah.
This is why we can't get an answer on the phone. Anytime I ring him, it's to put him under pressure on
No,
the
you
phone.
know what they tell the truth. Yeah, Gertrude, I'm going to tell everyone all the listeners now. Griff was going out with a new Gertrude. Darby calls her Hitler the Gestapo because he does, because he's not allowed to say hello to the lads when he's with her. And I said to him, "You coming up Friday?" And he said, "I can't. I go for chicken wings with mutton Friday." No, where are you even open, you lawyer? So how would you go with chicken wings? Or is that a code word for something else? Where are you?
Hang up the phone, Griff.
Where?
I'm doing bits making money.
Are you with Hitler? Yeah, are you, lawyer? You? that's what's your girlfriend's name? Tara. What's her second name?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cut that out.
Leave that in. So Tara, a nice girl, don't mind him. He calls you Hitler.
Tara would never do such a
No.
thing.
And you know, Griff was meant to be up. He's a nice young fella, and he's had to setting up this little thing there, little empire he has now. Sunglasses,
Sunglass sauce.
So if you want a pair of designer sunglasses on Instagram, look them up. Give him a little shout out, and
you get them for your
you get
cost
them.
price.
You get them. You better bleed and give me a free pair. Then
Yeah.
And between us, I'll wear them
We'll
one
wear
day.
them one day, you wear the next year.
Well, your head is
Your
bigger
head
than
is a
mine.
bit far than mine. Yeah.
Get them Oakley. Another way to use to push back the sides. And now talking about bleeding heads, I need a haircut. Mark's Barbers, when are you bleeding back?
Why are we just trying to get sponsors?
Yeah, yeah.
True.
Yeah, and I need a pedicure, but nail that fell off there. I need a pedicure. Now, barbers, when the barbers back? Everything's back.
They're all back. They're all back soon-ish, yeah. Next month, I'd say.
Next month.
This month coming, like.
Anything that
Well, I won't tell you a good barber that's doing cutting hairs.
Who?
Craig Lynch is out there doing haircuts.
Lynchy, you're not allowed to cut hair.
This
See
is
a
a
barber?
shout out
Yeah.
podcast, isn't it?
See a barber?
Yeah, kind of.
Quite, isn't he? Walking the barbers.
He doesn't work in a
Works in
barber.
a butcher's.
Oh, yeah. He's a bit knowledge to him now. Right, we're talking sack now. That's it. We're done.
Talking
with all
sack,
that
yeah.
stuff,
This is just a quick one today, just to get us back. We've been running every week. Bit of look classes will be back on, and we're going to start a bit of team Ryano. We do the Zooms, but we want to start linking up with a few of the gyms and getting the ball rolling and see what happens with all the team Ryano gyms around the country.
That's it.
Yeah. Who's that coming in there? No, check there. That could be right now. No. Someone has keys.
And the week, I'd say.
Oh, Chris.
Right, we're signing off.
All right. Easy one today. Nice quick one. We'll be back next week. So TJ, we'll probably do Fridays if we can,
Yes.
and we'll get the ball rolling. Any questions to ask us, get onto our Instagram or the lads here and
Do a little
give us a
Q&A
shout.
next week or something.
We'll do a Q&A, that's what we'll do next week. Anthony wanted us to talk about, we'll do it. And we'll talk about Brian Draper. Is he really retired? Or is he
He's only getting started.
Or is he only getting started? That's the question we have. We might even get him in, we'll never get him off. He might get him to sing.
What kind of segments would you like to see? Like,
Yeah.
suggestions?
Yeah, so you tell us what you want, but you know, sort of segments. We have this room now matted out so we can do some drills, some techniques, do some wall work. So we want to get some of the lads to show techniques or whatever. You let us know and we're going to do it up next week. Paul Brown, you're barred from doing any techniques. You're on the other side of the camera with TJ, making tea and doing all that stupid stuff. We're the ones talking shite. Anyway, that's us from Talk Shite this week.
Until next time.
Au revoir, motherfuckers. Done.
How was that, TJ?
Oh, cool.
That was just very short and sweet.